Blessings, Starshine. This is Smidar from Song of Stones, and I'm here with a beautiful crystalline being to offer you a crystal blessing, which is a moment of meditation with the crystals in order to receive a beautiful gift, their energetic gift. And these blessings are recorded unscripted and unedited. And there are going to be times where they flow smoothly and sometimes not so much. But this is the promise I made in offering these crystal blessings. And I'm going to stay true to my word, even though there are times that I would love to edit or erase and start over. It just is not the way these crystal blessings are supposed to go out into the world. So I also the crystal blessings are also a nice way of seeing that only a couple of minutes of connection with the crystals over a continuous period of time can, and there's one of those distractions that I'm talking about that I'm not allowed to edit out. So basically what I'm trying to say is that all it takes is a minute or two of connecting with a stone being over a long period of time, and you build your connection that way. It really doesn't take much, and it happens quite quickly. So this crystal might be familiar to you. We had this crystal the other day on Valentine's Day, this heart-shaped Epic Green Quartz Crystal. And that's what I was seeing when I first picked it up. It was definitely the crystal that was singing to be shown to you and to offer its gift on Valentine's Day. But then when I was taking some pictures of it, I realized something. I realized that this crystal is not just in the shape of a heart, but in the shape of a Buddha. I don't know if you'll see that. I see it very clearly. I've only seen it once before in crystals. In crystals that I've had here. I've seen pictures of them, but I've only seen a Buddha appear twice here in the crystals. And the timing is, of course, always perfect, because there's been some tension in my personal life, and there's always tension that can be eased in our collective. So this is, hope you can see it. Wow, I'm seeing a face like right about here. It's pretty spectacular. Kind of looks like a baby face, actually. I'm wondering if you guys see it. And I don't know if zooming in will help. But hopefully you'll see it here in the pictures. And if not, you will see what you see, and that is also just perfect. So let's connect to the stone being and receive its gift. And we do that by grounding into the earth and feeling our connection with Gaia quite powerfully through the energetic strands that connect us to each other to all beings on the earth and deep into the center of our Earth Mother. And then focus on your breath, just noticing how it moves in and out and through your body without trying to shift it or change it, and without judgment. Just noticing the circular movement of the breath entering the body. And moving through the body. And out of the body. And when we're present with our breath, something shifts. And that allows us to get very present with the stone being. And when you're ready, open your heart and say yes to the gift that is coming to you from this beautiful being. Wherever in the world you happen to be, and whenever in time that you happen to be listening to this recording. And then turn your attention back into your body and see if you can notice if there's a shift. See if you can notice where you're feeling this energetic gift showing up in your body. See if you're feeling a sense of peacefulness come over you. And you might not. You might be feeling, sometimes we feel powerful, strong, uncomfortable emotions. And that's one of the messages that this crystal, this specific crystal has for us. And the message is that sometimes, in order to get to the peacefulness, we have to go through some turbulence. Sometimes anger and fear and hurtfulness and anxiety and impatience, and there could be, and sadness, and there could be a whole lot of emotions coming up. And sometimes that's the way to the peacefulness. And that means sitting and being with the uncomfortable emotions while they come up. And that's it, just sitting with them without judgment, without telling ourselves that we shouldn't be feeling a certain way, and without blaming ourselves for the feelings that come up, or without feeling any shame for anything that happens to come up. And that's the road to connecting to the peacefulness. Right through the emotions, right through the anger, right through the sadness, right through the impatience, and even right through any violent thoughts that we might have. And that's a big one for us sensitive souls. That, the gentlest, sweetest, kindest, most peaceful being can have thoughts of violence, and it's not the thoughts that cause the problems, it's the judgments. So, was not expecting to share that with you, but that came out, so I'm honoring it. May you have a peaceful day, however you have to whatever you have to do to get to that. We send you lots of love.